Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm doing a reading for my Twin Flame Collective. If your divine counterpart is an Aquarius or has Aquarius in their chart, Sun, Moon or Rising, then this reading could be for you. This could be your channeled message. I'm tuning into the Aquarius Twin Flame Collective. Okay. And channeling that energy to bring you guidance and messages, letting you know where your person is currently, what is the energy surrounding them, and what can we expect based on that, because energy determines the outcomes, of course, and where you are currently. So if you're twin flame, I'm just going to get right into it. I've done my pre-shuffling, I've done all of my blessings, and if you're new to my channel, I'm High Priestess Elif. I'm a medium, so I do channel the bulk of my message. I always ask that you guys settle into your intuition. Ask your guides and keepers to guide you through the reading, to help you to know and to recognize if this is in fact your message. Which parts of the reading are for you and which are not. If it doesn't resonate, don't ponder on it, it's for someone else. Okay? If it triggers you, that's where your work begins. It's absolutely for you. Alright? So, but you need to trust your own guidance system. So tune into your guides and keepers and ask them to guide you through this reading. Right, I'm going to go ahead and channel Aquarius, the Aquarius Twin Flame Collective, which consists in this reading of the divine masculine. Those of you who have come here for answers, those of you who are the seekers, you are going through your twin flame awakening consciously. You are the one that seeks answers, knowledge, wisdom. The divine masculine goes through the awakening unconsciously. The divine masculine is inspired by what is happening energetically. That's what determines their moves. So really, you are the one that's going through the awakening consciously, and so the collective that is here for this reading, you are very possibly the divine feminine. I'm tuning into the divine masculine's energy here. So there is change, lots and lots of change. They've been going through a series of change. Nothing's been the same. Nothing's been the same for a couple of months going. Things that have been stagnant and consistent for years have just been, it's been switched up. Spirit has been working with this collective, and they've been going through awakening after awakening after awakening, receiving downloads, messages from spirit guides, from ascended masters, all over the show, just depending on the individual. And so Spirit is saying, for those of you who haven't seen your person in a while, they're not the same. Having a conversation with this person now, they would almost be unrecognizable in comparison to where you guys might have left off previously. So they are receiving guidance. Your divine counterpart, this Aquarius, that is your divine counterpart, is receiving guidance constantly. But where will it lead? And this is where the trust comes in. You have to trust source. They have to trust source, because everything is not yet revealed. Everything is not clear. Everything is not yet transparent. And they don't have all the answers. They don't even know where this is taking them. But we know it can only be good. Okay. So this collective, this Aquarius Twin Flame Collective, this divine masculine collective, where are they currently? What is the dynamic in this energy towards my Twin Flame Collective? they're moving in a different direction. Whatever they told you they were going to do and to focus on previously, this divine masculine is moving in a different direction. If they were going south, moving away from you in the past, or moving in a particular direction, focusing on a particular area, their directive has shifted completely. As I've said, they've been receiving a lot of information, a lot of guidance, a lot of synchronicities, a lot of messages, and people coming to them, things popping up. Spirit shows me things popping up on their feed, social media, them seeing you in certain places when you didn't even realize that they saw you, or they knew you were there, or someone that had met you or had known you came into their experience and had conversations or mentioned you and just made them realize certain things that they were not aware of before. There is a lot of information coming through to them and a lot of realization, but it's coming to them through communication. So people are actually bringing them messages, telling them things, not being fully aware that you are even connected, or of the impact that it will have on them. Just sort of bringing the message, just feeling guided. So Spirit is saying to me, for some of you, you are in the spotlight because you seem to be well known in particular circles, and they found themselves in spaces where your name has been uttered, and this gave them a new perspective. So that's Spirit's way of bringing information to them. Or they'll see things, or they'll remember things, and suddenly the light goes on, where they've been very unconscious about who you are. I do feel like in your connection there's been a misunderstanding here, where your Aquarius has been blind to something with regards to you, and Spirit has been guiding them. Even though they initially wanted to move in the opposite direction from you, Spirit is guiding them back towards you. Very, very deeply intuitive connection. Of course, it's a twin flame, but your Aquarius is aware of the power of your pull. You pop up everywhere for this divine masculine. They have a question pop into their head about you, and then the answer comes. Whether it's through a memory, or whether it's something someone says, whether it's a post that gets posted, or something you put up, whether it's someone that speaks of experience that they've had with you. I'm just feeling like this Aquarius is not able to escape you. You are everywhere for them at the moment. Okay, so your connection started off with very, very strong, clear communication. With regards to this, your divine counterpart, who is an Aquarius, healing and the struggles that they face. So what Spirit is showing me is that you were sort of a confidant, or someone that they met that they felt they could speak to about these things, about their growth, about their healing, the broken heart, the disappointments, and a past relationship in which they had endured a lot of hardship and struggle. What is at the base of the connection? So your twin flame was drawn towards you because of your wisdom, because of your insight, because you've had similar experiences and you've overcome them, and they were inspired by you, and also because of the healing. This Aquarius of yours needed healing. They were drowning in whatever their situation was, and you came along and you shed a light of hope upon everything. The interesting thing, and this is something that Spirit is bringing to the forefront for me, I've not mentioned this in any of my readings. The interesting thing with the twin flame awakening, the dynamic between the feminine and the masculine, is that the activation, the two meet or come together and activate the twin flame awakening within on a soul level when the divine feminine has done in-depth healing and has been on a healing journey for a while, and she's actually, or he's actually, male or female, because I'm not referring to gender, and the divine feminine, because that's just the energy you embody in the dynamic, feels as though they're winning, they've arrived. And the divine feminine is unconscious to the ego constructs that still weigh them down. And the activation, the twin flame awakening, brings all of this to the forefront for the divine feminine. And the divine feminine's natural instinct is, this person's toxic. I wanted to help. I wanted to love. I was ready to give myself fully. I was ready to be happy and to do what needs to be done. Action, action, action. But not conscious of the fact that whatever the divine masculine has brought to the surface in the dynamic exists within the divine feminine too. The divine feminine is unconscious to these programs and these ego constructs. And so it's very annoying that this person comes in, lapping up whatever the divine feminine is happy and willing to give, and seems to create chaos and discord where there wasn't any, sort of up a nose. And I know I'm the divine feminine in my dynamic, so I know what I'm talking about. And they sort of make the divine feminine see, I still had a long way to go. And the divine masculine comes in as activated when they are fully aware of how broken they are. It's very interesting. So what ends up happening is the divine feminine can get lost in the brokenness of the masculine and therefore project everything that's wrong in the dynamic onto them until the DF comes to the realization, I'm being mirrored here. This is my stuff too. It's just been hidden from me, or I've just been in denial, unconscious about it. But so this is what I'm seeing here. And what is at the base of the connection, what is at the base and at the heart of what's happened here is that someone had too many options. Someone didn't know whether they deserve this or if it's even something they want to invest in. Someone wanted to move in a new direction towards you, but was also still stuck in an old situation. And had been in this old situation for a really, really long time. Even though it's caused discord and they were not happy in it, they still have a sense that that's home, that's security, that's it. That's what I know. And I've been safe there, even though things haven't been great. So still being stuck in a situation whilst trying to move forward, and it doesn't make sense, and it didn't make sense to you. How can you tell me that you're wanting to move forward towards me, but you're still planting your seeds over there, or your things are, so you're moving in with me, you're living here with me, but all of your stuff is still at the old house, and every now and then you've got to go back there. Why are you going there? I'm going to get my stuff. Why don't you just move your stuff over? It wasn't making sense. And this left you guys in some sort of a limbo. I don't feel like there was an actual breakup. Spirit is not showing me a breakup, but it was just a limbo that eventually this gap just started to grow. Now your person wants to reconcile this friendship and wants to take swift action towards you, because your person wants to release themselves from self-imposed bondage, which is obviously a codependent situation they were in. But Spirit is showing me that this person is still in this energy of addiction and codependence. And let's see where this goes. Because the intention is to release themselves from the self-imposed bondage, but I do feel like they're still in this energy where they want to recreate the scenario in which they didn't have to take any action, as the same way it played out in the past, but still had the comfort and the space that you offered for healing. Has this divine masculine who is an Aquarius healed from this heartbreak? Yes, they have. They want to do things differently now. Do you have the foundation and the spaciousness to give them the opportunity to do this with you? Because often, and we need to be honest with ourselves, when we're still stuck on the betrayal and the hurt, and we've not yet elevated beyond the actions and the things that have happened that have left us feeling rejected and abandoned, to see it, the full picture for what it is, and we're still in that energy of, yes, I want my divine masculine to be with me and to want me, but are they ready to dance to my tune? Because I'm still feeling tender and I'm still insecure, and feeling insecure, and I don't trust them yet. And what if they do the same thing to me? Because if that's the energy you're in, you've got to heal that. So we've had this concept in the past that a relationship is supposed to make you feel whole. So if you're struggling with insecurities and you're struggling with self-worth and you're struggling with a broken heart, the next relationship, that person is supposed to help you mend that. That is a false premise. We have to heal independently and be whole, even though you feel someone else has broken you and it's their responsibility to come and mend you. If that's still your thinking, then you're misunderstanding what this is about. And you need to get clear and concise guidance and accurate teaching about it, what a twin flame awakening is about. So you've got to be honest with yourself and evaluate where you are. Absolutely, your person has healed from this broken heart, and you know what? They thank you for it, because you have had a role to play in this awakening, in activating healing within this person. Is this Aquarius clear about where they want to invest emotionally? Are they still, so let me put it this way. Does this Aquarius still want to entertain many different options? Is this Aquarius still confused? No. This Aquarius knows where their heart is. As I've said, and I'm not surprised, because Spirit has already made it really clear that they've been guided and they've been going through awakenings and they've been coming to clarity after clarity after clarity. This Aquarius is being guided towards you. They know. They've gone through healing. Tell me about this addictive behavior and this codependence. They've released themselves from self-imposed bondage, and now they want to completely line up with that. You are your Aquarius choice, even though your Aquarius does worry that perhaps they just obsessed with you and it's all in their head. This Aquarius does want to come in, reunite, celebrate with you, and let you know that you are their choice. You are the one that they want to be with. You are the one that they want to be with. whether or not this is realized depends entirely on where you are, because I do feel like there is so much guidance towards you, and for many of you, you've done the energy work, you've done the energetic work and the healing to line up with being able to honor and maintain the frequency of this kind of connection. So here's the thing. In order, frequencies have to match. And because the frequency of our world, because we wanted to come into this body with a higher frequency, the world needed to be upgraded, and so has our bodies. It's been happening actively. It's been happening since 2012, and it's been more and more intense over the last while. And so the same thing with your relationship. The twin flame relationship has a very high frequency. In order for us to exist in that frequency, in harmony, we have to elevate our frequency and keep it there on a day-to-day basis. And when we get there, often we no longer have the need for this person to be in our lives all the time. In fact, we are happy with them being free and doing whatever they want, and us having other experiences, knowing that we are always connected and that we love one another, and you appreciate your divine counterpart, but you don't need them to be an active part of your life or to be that romantic partner or that lover in your bed. You don't have to be together. Loving someone is not that desperation to have them around you. It's not attachment. And when you elevate to the frequency of what the twin flame awakening has come here to bring you, then you don't even care if that person comes into your life anymore. You can love them from a distance, and you can know everything is perfectly fine. But then you have the freedom to choose. You're not in bondage anymore. So that is your reading, beloved. If your divine counterpart, your twin flame, is an Aquarius, and this message resonates with you, please come and let me know how. If you're interested in a personal reading, you're welcome to contact me. My email is in the description box below. If you want to sign up for my coaching to help you through your twin flame process, you're welcome to do that as well. Email is in the description box below. Whatever you do, beloved, do what is best for you. Love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.